Okay, we're back, and we have a really good game that I've been waiting to watch. It's Perugia versus Verona. So Perugia, stacked team, but then Verona's been playing real hot this year. They have people like Mojic and some just really physical dudes that have been playing really well. So yeah, I'm excited to watch this game. Let's get it. Go look at this pass real quick. It's a bomb of a serve, but Semenya just aims to put it high. And Gino can still run a good offense off of it. So like obviously sometimes you won't have a good ceiling to just put the ball high on a really good serve, but if you have a good ceiling for it, like you have a lot of space, then just putting it high when you're kind of in danger, so to speak, is phenomenal. Yeah, so like for example, when I said like this is a really physical team, like it's on Verona, like look at where he takes this ball here. They just put him high, just send it over there. It's crazy. Really good dig by Semenya. And then high hands. Yeah, he ended up getting the hands there. It's a really good swing there. You see he shades cross in the sixth spot over here. And that's why this deep line swing, if you're going for fingers, the deep line swing is a very good option. Really nice serve. Good pass. Not perfect, but it's good. Good swing. It's a weird one, like the ball dies inside a bit. Gino sees that, so he dives inside. But he's able to just Kita is able to just kind of wait, be patient, stay physical, take a good smart swing. See, the thing is with Kita, he doesn't always have to just bounce every ball because he's hitting it from such a high point. So like that's another really good swing cross body. Cross body from Mojic there. Two of those swings right in a row. But Keita can swing from a super high point. So like him swinging 80%, he still has so much court available to him because he's so high in the air. So like he can bring it down so easily. Really good serve. See this, they're passing for immediately on Plotnitsky. Like they're not even risking it. And that's fine. Like that's if you know you're playing against a guy that has a phenomenal serve, don't even try to put stress on yourselves. Don't stress about, oh, we're gonna hide that fourth guy and then put him in when he tosses. Don't even worry about it. Just put it in there. Like take some stress off of yourself and then try and pass that ball. Really see, I don't know. This is interesting from Gianelli. I don't know if there's really that big of a point in reversing the flow here because it's not like a perfect connection. But Ben Taro's over there, so he's super physical. So I mean, why not try and feed him as much as possible? I mean, it's either Semeniuk with a good set against a good double block, or Bentara with a weird set against an okay double block. So I guess it's not a bad choice. Good lift. Free balls, stuff like that. Really focus on lifting this ball. And we used to call it in college, we used to call it weaponizing the setter. So like giving them the option to dump it or swing or do whatever they usually do. So like if you have a front row setter, put it too tight. Like if you're gonna miss the free ball, miss it too tight, so then he is forced to dump it. At least that's my opinion. I would rather you put it too tight than too far off because then he can at least like try to do something. Setters usually aren't mad when they have to dump. A lot of them really want it to be offensive. Even if they're small, they all want to dump and get kills as much as possible. Okay, this is a really subtle move by the setter here, but look how he kind of jumps forward and then sets the middle. And then you see these two both kind of bite on Kita, excuse me, because he's like jumping just a little bit, and it makes it seem like he's going to set the outside, and then he just flips it up right in front of him, and then gives this hitter a really good scoring window because this middle dives, gives him a good scoring window there. Really nice set there. I hope you guys also see that, and I'm not just imagining it, but I don't know. I've got a good eye for those things, I'd say. Kita, just swinging high hard every time. The rest doesn't really matter. He's swinging high and hard. And if you have Plotnitsky over there, he's not going to be as big of a block as what needs to be up there to block Kita, like actually roof him. Really nice swing. Really nice swing there. I saw Mojic put on his Instagram like really good fight, like can't wait for the next game type of thing, like really good fight against Perugia. But it didn't say like if they won or lost. I assumed they lost, but it's a five setter, so this is gonna be a fun game to watch for sure. It's I'm interested in why Ishikawa isn't starting, but I'm not sure if it's like oh we don't really need him type of idea or if the other two are playing better than him or what's happening. It could also be they like put the other two in and then whoever's playing worse gets subbed out by Ishikawa. I'm not really sure. But I mean, my opinion, Ishikawa is the best of all three of them. So whatever. See, they do the row one scenario where the front row outside passes in the six. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you would do that with Plotnitsky. He's a lefty. It's natural for him to hit here. Plus, you would put your libero in the middle, which I assume is a better passer than Plotnitsky, but maybe Plotnitsky is just really passing well in the gym. And they're like, okay, we want to keep him in the middle as much as possible. I'm not sure. Really good serve. Good pass. Let's look at it again. Sorry, I was turning my phone off. It's a nice swing. And ooh, that is tough. That is tough. All three of these guys could take it here. All three. This libero could have taken it. The outside could have taken it. The middle could have taken it. How one of my old coaches would put this is it's a grenade ball, and in Captain America, in the first Captain America, the Steve Rogers jumps on the grenade. Even though it's a decoy, but he jumps on the grenade. Somebody's got to jump on the grenade to save the other guys. Like somebody's got to take that short ball, even if it messes up everything else about your like you possibly getting a kill or you possibly doing more stuff the rest of the play. You got to do something. This is tough here. Like I wish he would have seen that there's a bunch of line here and nobody's playing defense there because he could have shot it at 60% down the line. That's just court awareness, like play awareness. If you see that setter, let's go back to it. If you see that setter jump like Gianelli did here, and he's back row, like just kind of track the play, like watch the play a bit instead of only watching the ball. Because if you're only watching the ball, you're missing out on so much information, and then it gives you a disadvantage. I think they probably, wow, really nice swing. Mojis just takes this really high here, over top of that block from the back row. He's a beast, man. Slovenia has some really good players. Like no matter what position you are, you can definitely watch Slovenia if you want to watch some good volleyball. It was frustrating with the Olympics. Mojic was kind of injured and not really playing, but they could have honestly they could have done well. They could have done well if he was in and he was able to be 100%. This libero completely goes to that deep corner. Wow. It's a really good move there. But like when he's off the net like this, it's harder for him to chop it here or swing there. So like that's a really good read by the libero. Yeah. Yeah, Verona's whole game is pretty much just put it high and let the athletes on the team rip it as hard as possible. Because like look at this Vic, for example. Like he's hitting it so high straight to the deep corner. The Vic isn't like the tempo isn't crazy, but every guy on their team is so large that like the tempo is almost fast because you're forced to get up so high when you're blocking them and playing against them, you know? That's a tough scenario when that second ball is like outside the court because whoever you set, it's gonna be a weird angle and a tough angle for them to swing on. So like put it tight, put it inside the court on it, you know? Gosh. This is a crazy swing, first of all, and then just a crazy dig as well. Wow. Holy crap, man. Just OT. Wow. Oh my goodness, man. That's Perugia, man. Perugia, like even a team like Verona, who is just everything they put over the net is just physical as all get out. But then Perugia can just eat it up because they have Semeniuk and Ishikawa and Platnitsky and all these guys. Like, gosh, they're so good. See, this one here, personally, this isn't a scenario to go to the deep corner because he's a lefty, because it's easier for him to chop it there. Like Semeniuk would have to, as some people say, like break his shoulder to get that shot. Like it would be a harder shot. But him, it's just crossbody, easy money. But he's a middle. He's doing what he's told to. It's all good. That's a tough one. These are really tough ones when it's straight on and the cut isn't really righty. Like it's just straight on cut. That's why you kind of have to see where the serve is from because like if he serves at Semeniuk kind of right here in the seam, that's not going to be Plotnitsky's ball. Like it's not going to cut over at that point because it's breaking the seam, like splitting the seam completely. But I don't know. That's a bunch of weird stuff that just depends on the server. That's the row one one. That's the row one scenario too. Plotnitsky takes this ball. Wow. Just is patient. Middle puts it high as heck, and then swings high. Plotnitsky, man, he's a beast. Wow. Gosh, I would love to watch one of their practices just to see how competitive that gym environment is, man. Wow. Snuck it under his arm, I think. Oh, he jumped. I do this a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do this a lot. This middle, like he jumped with his arms apart and then tries to close it. It's tough. It's tough. Like you wanna learn how to jump with your arms in, so then it's like you're not wasting any time. Because especially with a middle tempo, like they're trying to beat you, like try and be faster than your block. So oh come on. They need to be up there on these guys. Like you have to know that this is a physical team. They're gonna be trying to do stuff like this. Like they're gonna take a swing here. You gotta be up there. You can't drop on this one. Yeah, like Mojic is like 6'9", something like that. Athletic as heck. Like you gotta know that he's gonna be trying to do that stuff. What happened on this one? I don't even know if that was a misconnection. That seemed like a pretty good connection. Maybe you missed him a little bit low. A little bit low. Can't reach. Hmm. Interesting. Out of bounds. It's a nice transition. Just shuffle step, and now you're in the lane. So one thing that a lot of people do when they're younger is it's hard for them to like work on a good big connection with their setter because they're not going into the right lane. Okay, you see how Mosic moved over there because now he's in the correct lane. Now he can take the swing. He might have even still been far from the setter, but you got to think about how far you're going to be from the setter. Like spacing, you could also call it like spacing is extremely important for the BIC as well. And like learning how to get on the right route and get to the right spacing because you're not just like if your offense is like, oh, pipe is on this spot, like on this X on the ground, then what happens when the pass is right there on that X or like right near it? Because then everything gets a little bit weird, you know? Yeah, that's why I like having my pipe routes be respective to the setter, wherever the setter's setting from. Like follow the setter. Yeah. I've been working on this a lot lately, is trying to like just take a good swing to the deep corner when you're off this far, but it's really tough. And they still triple block on him too, so he can't bring it down. Like it's just tough. But Kita's, I don't know, 6'10" with a 40-inch vertical and a 7 foot wingspan, so he could probably get away with it, get away with going for that. I probably can't. Hmm. Interesting swing here by Mosic. I feel like this could be blocked if Bentara just presses a little bit earlier. That's really it. It hit him like here, so maybe a little bit lower on his arm, but like if he just goes and grabs the ball early in his block move, he's gonna be fine. Oh, he beats this one with speed here again because Bentara doesn't press early. See, the ball's already past him, and then he presses. He's pressing real late. He's late on the block, and Mosic is able to sneak it down and like almost bounce it because of that. That's why like just sometimes you want to just swing as fast as you can because then you're just gonna beat the block. Oh shoot, what just happened? What the heck just happened to this guy? Lands on his left foot. Oh, does his knee get screwed up? Oh, his knee. He just lost an ACL or something. That is terrifying. That's sad. Jeez, man. Yeah. This is so I'm really lucky. My sister is a physical therapist. And so like I do a lot of prehab stuff. He's getting carted off. That's how bad it is. So I do a lot of prehab stuff and I'm able to try and bulletproof my knees and stuff, but it's a very important thing to work on knee strength, ligament strength, all that stuff because like that's just so sad because that honestly that could be career ending for some people. That could be you're out for a year and not like and you never get back to that full 100%, you know? So like really take care of your body. If you have any knee pain right now, look up people on Instagram. There's a guy, Coach Green PT. He's really good. He does a lot of cool, good stuff with like hip mobility. You got to be flexible as an athlete. Anyone that does anything athletic needs to be doing well-rounded stuff, not just lifting weights, not just sprinting, not just doing one thing, but like doing everything. And that's still not even a 100% thing. Like I did like a full split in one of my games recently, and if enough people comment about it, I'll post it on my Instagram or something. But yeah, and I screwed up my hamstring a good bit. But like I was working out and I was doing like a lot of Nordic stuff. Like I've had really strong hamstrings before that happened, and then I just accidentally did a split and like completely overextended. But I'm back in action now. It didn't hold me back for more than a week, so I was really lucky with that. But that could possibly be because of the work I did beforehand. This is a tough run here. Like he's, I don't know, maybe 13 feet off the net here. 12, 13. It's tough. Like this middle, he needs to kind of work on opening himself up completely. He probably just didn't expect it. But also, if you're setting the middle from this far off, miss him tight. I would say miss him tight personally, because if you don't miss him tight, then he has to open up his body like this, and then he just can't do anything with it. Like it's just he has no option. If it's behind him, he has no option. But if it's in front of him, then he can do something with it. Even if the block is up there, he can maybe tip off of it, or he can push through the block, whatever it is. Miss tight if you're doing that. See, I say miss tight with out of system balls. I say miss tight with a lot of sets and scenarios like that. But that requires trust in your hitters, and that requires the hitters to be like able to notice that it's tight and then do something better with it, you know? Oh my goodness. This is the guy that got subbed in. See, this is a good block move. Like sometimes when I jump like this, and then I'm close my arms. This is a really good block move. Like his arms are in unison. His arms are working together here. Presses high. It's good. And like, let's look at this real quick. At his peak, he could easily go like that and just wrap his arm over that tape. But he's playing against Bentara, so he has to press at the top of the antenna because that's where Bentara is swinging, you know? Good move by Plotnitsky. See his hands both again, like his hands are both working in unison, like they're working together here. They both press to the cross, not just one, because he's just covering way more space with it when he does both. It's a good run. I like this run. Like the what they expect right now is for him to just give it to this outside to like slow down the tempo, just kind of do what's easy. And that's why it's good that Mosic is on the route and ready to go because it opens it up. I think they were going to try and triple as well. Wow. Even after the injury of that outside, they're still up 1950. That's really cool. Sometimes after your teammate gets injured or something, you guys just get hyped and like ball out, go as hard as you can for that guy because like you're just trying to play for that guy, play for your teammate. Keita. Keita's a goofball. I feel like he'd be fun to hang out with, man. I feel like he'd be fun to just hang out with. He'd be cracking jokes and I don't know. He seems like someone that can just dance without any music, you know? See, this is a kind of what I was talking about earlier, like trying to take a swing when it's far off. Like you just don't have many options available. And it's hard for me to kind of tell you what the best option here is, but I would say trying to go high off those hands down the line again, or just putting in a tip and just pressuring team a little bit. Like it doesn't have to be a crazy thing. Like you don't have to worry about scoring if you're at 9, 10 feet trying to take an auto system ball because your chances are low anyways, you know. This guy's playing well already. Like this guy that came in, the injured guy, he's playing well. Javoronic is who got hurt. I'm not sure who this number 11 kid is. What just happened? What just happened? Dig by Sani. He's probably an Italian kid. Oh, they probably called this a double, no? Come on, let the boys play. The girls' game got rid of doubles. Why can't we? I don't know. I mean, I like the no doubles rule. I know some people don't like that, but I don't know, just let them play. It's not a super important thing. It really isn't. Like, let's be honest. The play, like you don't gain an advantage for doubling a ball. It just makes it easier to set. Like that's all. That's the advantage pretty much. Like everyone can set at that point, which I think will be better for rallies if the middle feels comfortable just taking that ball and doing something weird with it. Hmm. It's an interesting attempt by Gianelli there, trying to go for that dump. Ooh, and they win this set. At least he covered himself though. What, they dropped their hands here? I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of it, but it worked out. Sometimes it's the right play, but I always say majority of the majority, like play the percentages. But if you get good enough to read the play and read the person that you're playing against, you don't have to play the percentages. You can play that person. Kid's starting hot. Get a decent pass. Give it to Keita, switch flow. Nice swing. Really nice swing. Yeah, so what Semeniuk did right here, my leg slipped out and I did a split. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Because it was a full split. Like my butt did touch the ground. Like I went all the way down. Pretty impressive iron. I will admit that is. I didn't think I could do it. Well, I mean, in reality, I can't do it. I obviously got hurt from it, so I don't think I actually can do it. Yeah, he's solo as a blocker here. He's solo. Make a read, do something, go for the kill block, go for the thing. Like it's tough to read. Like there's a lot of space to score, a lot of hitting opportunities to score around a single block. So read the hitter, try and do something with it. Don't do anything stupid. Like don't do something that's just for flash, just for show. Do something that you think is going to happen. Like that. Read the play. That's all it is. Really good press. High press here. Really high press because it's Bentara. Got to press high because he's swinging 3 feet above the net. Like you gotta press high. You gotta block high because that's just where the ball is going to be. Wow, that is a crazy set. It like looks like it slips through his hands here, and Keita stays aggressive, man. I bet he does some fun little celly here. I don't know. Oh, come on, Keita, do something fun for me. This is an interesting serve. I want to talk about this real quick because this isn't like a true short serve like you'd see from like Angepath or something like that, where they like try and drop it near the 10-foot line or near the 3 meter line. He just takes a little bit off of it, snaps his wrist a little bit, and it just lands in front of him a little bit. And it gets like everything else is normal in the serve, like you do your normal arm swing, everything, but then you just snap your wrist and it lands like a few feet shorter. But they don't notice it. A lot of people don't notice it that it's coming shorter when you do it like that. Oof, wow. Nice swing. Run the middle, baby. Run the middle. Let him cook. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, these guys are big. I don't know where this guy's from. Let me see who he is. Zingle. I don't know where he's from. There's so many. Why are there like I feel like there's so many big bald middles who are really good. Like there was a guy that played at Hawaii. There's a guy that coaches at GCU right now who was a really good middle. There's this guy, big bald middles, man. They're my favorite. That's a dime. Yeah, Keita just reaches every time. He uses his wingspan. He just fully reaches every time he swings. His arm is just fully extended. It's beautiful, man. Like right here. Like let these boys play, man. Like that set there, I guarantee it didn't come out perfect. Who cares? Doesn't give him an advantage. He just can continue the play. Like one set that comes out of my hands dirty. If they go to the same spot, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't change the play at all. Mhm. Beautiful pass. Run the middle. Run the middle. Honestly, like when I see a setter move forward, if I'm that right side here, when I see a setter move forward slightly, it just like makes me want to bite on this outside a little bit more. So like that's why this run works here really well because he's solo. He's gonna be solo all day. Oh, beautiful pass. This guy's playing good. I don't know who he is. The Italian kid. Big ball middle's back, baby. It's a bomb. That's a freaking bounce. If you're in the sixth spot playing defense against a middle swing, just try and read the play. It's super fast though. Like that's the problem is there's no X on the ground or anything. And I don't know what rules to kind of instate, but it's just hard to do. Just read the play and see if you can get lucky. Mm. It's a tough press here by Mojic. Presses outside of his body, which is fine if he presses better. Because if he presses better here, he might get this block. But he presses late. See that? When the ball hits him, that's when he does it. He's got to press earlier. It's all about timing with the press, man, which is frustrating. Oh my goodness. Oh my. You guys got to communicate on this. The outside and the middle. Everybody wants to bounce this ball, but both guys can't go up because that just makes it all scary. Okay. Plotnitsky doesn't make enough of an angle here. Connects early and then tries to follow the ball. Get around the ball. Get to where it's going to be. Get around it. Oh, Keto was doing the flap in the wings celebration, whatever you want to call it. It's a fun one. Oh, did he get his hands? Did he get his hands? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. He did not. Really nice serve. They're passing full immediately on him. Okay. As Mojic, even though this guy is making a move into it, you guys got to overlap. Okay. Like this is Mojic's scene. Mojis needs to go for it. Even if this guy's going for it, go behind him or go in front of him. Okay. If you go behind him, then the only way you get it is if he pulls away. But if you go in front of him, then you pretty much take it from him. Just overlapping the seams. One guy goes behind, one guy goes in front. Oh my goodness. That is brutal. Oh my goodness. No advice to give that on that play there. Just don't maybe just don't duck and then get hit by the ball. That's the only thing I can say. Try not to do that, guys. Nice. Yeah, see like this here, it's not like a perfect out of system situation, and he doesn't try to bounce any balls because it's just a very tough situation. Gosh, Ventara is tough. Yeah. See, like you have to press so high against Bentara, but then if he just bounces it, it's gonna go under your arm every time. That's another reason why hitting it high just it's so hard to stop. Nice. Beautiful. This like when if you're hitting this ball, this right side, he's probably gonna be the smallest, unless it's the front or right side. If it's the setter, it's probably gonna be the smallest. So either it goes off his hands or it does that right there. Or you guys get it back and you get another swing. Ooh. Reverse hybrid for the middle. Come on. Had a lot of spin on it, but it's still kind of messes with their minds a little bit. Keeps them on their toes just a little extra. Ooh, that one came out unclean. Yeah, but like if this play continues, they're in a terrible situation. Like Verona gets the point for it for free. But if the play continues, they're still probably going to win it. Where'd this go? Field goal? Outside of him. Gosh, man. Yeah, setters. Take those balls. Take those balls that trickle off the tape. Because as a passer, when it touches the tape, oh my gosh, it's so difficult. Like there's the trickle serves. I'm lost, man. It's hard for me to get there. Because if I fully sell out and it hits the tape this much less, then it freaking flies over my head and I'm screwed. So setters, middles, take those tape serves from me, please. I wanted to see the middle get this ball here. I'm a big fan of him now because he's big and bald. Why not? Really good high press here. Really good high press there. I need water. It's only the third set and I need more water. What am I doing? I don't think I can pause these recordings. I'm not good enough to clip it together or anything like that. Like I'm gonna mess it up somehow. So we're gonna keep pushing through. I'll be all right. I don't feel like editing or doing anything like that. Again, overlapping the seams. Like this is this guy's seam. So to take it, this libero goes in front on this angle, and this guy goes behind back here. Okay. But instead, you get aced because you second guess. If you're doing like a serve and pass practice or something like that, also this is Plotnitsky's ball. One thing that I really think about when I'm thinking about passing floats is taking the momentum towards the setter when you're making the move on the float. So like Plotnitsky's falling away and he has to just like try and throw it back in there. It's really hard. But if you're doing like a serve and pass and stuff, work on overlapping. Like work on both of you going for that ball, but not straight towards the ball. One of you goes in front of it, one of you goes behind of it. Like you're back here, and the guy that's behind is just like waiting. If the front guy is like, "Oh shoot, that's his ball," if he drops his hands, you're there. Boom. Are you easy money? Learn how to do that. Ooh, come on. It's not always gonna be right on your body. You're gonna have to pass some weird ones like this, man. And you want to dime it like this. Good for him. Oh, the big bald guy got hooded. Sad, sad, sad. The Perugia libero, he's old. I think he's old. Not trying to offend him, but he's old, but he's really good. Like he's got experience, he's got wisdom. He goes hard on defense, man. He's fun to watch. Got some energy for an older guy. This is crazy. I'm surprised this is allowed to slide here, man. That's okay. No, maybe not. It just looked like it slipped through his hands a little bit. Sorry. One last time, I'll let it flow through here now. That is a weird one. All right, let's rewind this play for a little bit. The ball where they set him from here, yeah. Look at where Plotnitsky is. I don't know if it's because of a triple block or what. No, it's because he hits it right there and he doesn't transition. He transitions there. Wow. This is like intentional and stuff because he's a lefty and it's really hard for him to allow it to get over his body to see it. So he goes and gets it and then just takes it far across body and they get a good soft block off of it. Kia takes a big physical swing. Good soft block again. Big touch there. Hmm. That's good. This outside that came in, he's good. What am I expecting? It's a professional team in the Italian league. They got a full roster. What am I thinking about? Come on. They got guys. They got shooters on the bench. May not be a LeBron on the bench, but there's shooters. James Harden used to come off the bench. You guys know that? For you guys that like basketball as well, you're not getting playing time right now. James Harden used to come off the bench. Okay. You can still be great someday. Just keep working. Play the long game. Don't think about the short term. Think about the long term, man. That's where greatness lies. Just what a beast. Modric is a beast. I'm really glad that he's back from injury and like I would think he's full health right now. Like he's pretty much back to his old self, doing really cool physical stuff. Stuff like this. And he's fun to play with too. Like he's a good leader. It seems like he's a really good leader. Like even though he wasn't going to play on the Olympic roster because he was injured and stuff, they still had him out there because it's just good to have him in the gym. Like you, I can't use any examples because I'm not gonna like I don't want to call people out. Also, I don't know a bunch of people. But there's some people that you guys might have played with where it's like they're terrible teammates, but they're amazing at volleyball. But then once you like an injury happens and they're still like they lose all their talent with volleyball, they have nothing else. They have nothing else to offer. Like be that guy that like even if he can't offer any more talent, be a good leader, be a good teammate, be someone that like your teammate wants to go to and talk to and be like, "Hey, what do I do here?" You know? Oh my gosh, what an angle. What an angle. Why did he take it so sharp? I don't know. I don't care. It's awesome. It's sexy. Good stuff. Big serve. Ooh, never mind. That's illegal. Hmm. It's a nice swing. It's a good help by Semenya, like it's a good touch, kind of. Just unfortunate stuff happens. Whoa. Whoa. Like I will say right now, this setter, come on, come on. Turn around, laugh about it, high five your teammate, get back in the game. Let's go back to this. Let's see if he even high fived his teammate after the play. Come on, do some physical contact. Yeah, I don't think he touches anybody. I will say, did you guys know that there was a study done with, I think, NBA teams, and the teams that had more physical contact with each other, like the teammates high five, butt slaps, uh, handshakes, whatever it may be, physical contact with your teammate, beautiful play, correlated with winning. And I think it also correlated with wins in the playoffs too. Bang, man. This is a fun one. This is a fun one. Gino knows that he's got his guy up. He swings against a double block here. I didn't even notice this. And he knows that he has someone up there. He sees him, launches it to the other side. Has some fun. Has some fun. That's the right situation to do that, man. If he has nobody up, just swing. But he's got a guy up, so why not? Why not give it to somebody else who might have nobody up? Worst case scenario, you set somebody who's going to be who has a block up there, and then it's their responsibility at that point. Like they should be able to see that they have a block up and make the right decision. Yeah, he's back row. He can't be doing that. This is really good by Modric. He knows that Gianelli's back row. Okay. So he knows that once it gets in the plane, in the neutral plane, whatever you call it, he needs to go for the ball and like needs to force the ref to make the call. Because even if Gianelli does touch this, if it's in the plane, Modric can go get it. He gets really wide on that route. That's a tough one. Really far. Yeah, that one, something should be called there. Let's go back. Something should be called here because this is not a block move by Bentara. One touch, two touches. That should be four touches. But hey, Verona keeps playing. They don't worry about it. They don't start complaining. There's nobody on the court going like this to the ref. Talk about it after the play. Let's see. Yeah, they're kind of annoyed by it, but hey, it's only 1 point. They're still up three. Like in the long run, if you keep playing and do the right things, it shouldn't matter. Kia, big serve. Ishikawa, nice. Oh, we'll give it to him, man. Ooh. How did he grab this? Yeah. Make sure if you're a blocker and it's like a tight ball like this, make sure you get your full hand on it. Like make sure you see the ball going into your hand because if it misses your hand slightly, then that is like completely like the hitter can completely just tool you and you have almost no control. Like get your hands to the ball. Even if it's like you would be blocking here and the ball ends up being like at your face, go like this, do whatever you have to do, move your body around so that you can get your hands on that ball and have full control over it. Don't let people swipe on you and do stuff like that. Does he stare him down? Come on, Kita. I didn't know you had that dog in you like that. Hey, hey, Kita. What a beast. Where's Kita from? Somebody let me know. Big swing. Big old swing. Oh, dancing. Kita. Getting crazy. Kita might be one of my favorite human beings in the volleyball world right now. That is definitely down, by the way. This is a very similar situation to what I was talking about earlier. Like this is almost a full swing, full everything, and he just chops his hand a little bit. And he just snaps his wrist a little bit and it drops right in front of Plotnitsky because it's fast. It's still like a fast serve, but it's not where you expect it to be, you know? Ooh, a little reverse float. Everyone's a reverse float in this game. Yeah, Ishikawa. Ishikawa. What a beast. Love Ishikawa, man. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. He's my man. He's my main man. No matter how many times Kita dances, Ishikawa will always have my heart. Okay, good reuse. I find it so interesting. Like in this situation, in the league I'm in right now, I would go up and I would try and press this ball into the blockers and try like I would expect to possibly score on it. Like maybe 75% of the time I can score on that by pressing it into the block. But a lot of it they tip it into the block because they know it's gonna be a good block and a solid block, and they know that their teammates can cover them and stuff, so they don't try and score. And like at this level, these guys can have the ball get pressed into them and keep the ball alive pretty well. I think that's why they do it, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing that in my league because it works 75% of the time, maybe. And they're getting chippy. This game's getting chippy, man. There's talking a bit of crap. Mojic expects Gianelli to be up there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with this one, Modric like almost grabs it to like control it as much as possible. I feel like he has to press while he does that, so that if Gianelli doesn't go up like that, then he can still score. Where's the ball go? Oh wow, trickles down. Oh, excuse me. Just go off of Ishikawa's head. Oh, he dodges it. Okay. 23-18. They got to finish here because with a team like Perugia, you don't want to lollygag and take your time. You want to finish it right away. Like, yeah. Oh my goodness, man. You're just giving Perugia chances and chances right now because who knows, Plotnitsky gets hot on the end line or Bentara gets a few blocks in a row, something like that. Like you never know. You can't be giving Perugia time like this. This includes like playoffs for you guys or big tournaments against good teams, whatever it might be. Like, don't lollygag, finish the dang game. And like it's a skill too. Like you gotta learn how to. I saw the fifth set here. It's 15-7. So it seems like Perugia just gets hot and dogs on these guys, which I'm not gonna lie, Perugia, like I expected maybe a four setter, but like they're definitely taking care of business in the fifth set here. Like this is I just accidentally put my foot on my dog's paw under the table. That was weird. Oh yeah, this is a different background by the way, because I'm in America for Christmas. I'm very lucky to have a break in my contract to where I can come home and stuff. Gosh, a this is a massive block. This is a roof right there. That's beautiful. Hey. You know, with this stuff too, like with the reuses where you just kind of launch it into the guy's hands and then reuse it, like this middle has to work really hard. This blocking middle has to work really hard too. And if you just keep doing that until that middle can't close a block, you might tire him out and just dog on him. Wow. Doesn't miss by much, but a clean hand would have made him get that swing, I guarantee it. Oof. Verona's just losing steam. And ooh, here we go. This freaking number 11. Well, never mind. Maybe he's not stepping up. But he stepped up after that, like that outside's injury. Javanovic, I think is his name. After that guy's injury, like number 11 stepped in, played well, man. You never know when you're gonna get your chance. So when you get it, put everything you got into it, man. Ball out. Ishikawa's kind of struggling to get kills here. Ooh, big block. 8-3 on the switch, on the side switch. 8-3. Yeah, at this point, when you're down 3-8, make sure you're starting to feed Mojic because like Mojic is a world-class athlete. If anyone can carry on the team, it's him. You know, if only one person on the team could carry, which I think multiple guys on the team could carry, Mojic is that guy, you know. He's someone that can take over a game if you just feed him the ball. I guarantee he gets set again here. Yep. But that's the thing is Perusian knows it's going towards him. Damn. 4-11. It's a brutal fifth set so far. Oh my goodness, man. What are they even like? I don't know if there's anything that they're doing. I just think that I think Perugia's just playing clean, like playing clean ball, and Verona's going for it. Like they're going for like plays that would give them momentum and like they're swinging hard, but they're not swinging disciplined, you know? Like let's see right there. Exactly right here. Like he swings low. Like he's going for it as much as he can. Like he's trying to play like a man by swinging hard, but it's 13-4 right now. You got to learn how to get disciplined. Oh, here we go. Jensen Mads right here. Played at UCLA. He sat at UCLA for a year. He's a Danish guy. I've seen him play. He's very good, but he got beat out by Kita because Kita is crazy. And Jensen Mads is also crazy. Like look at the serve. He's a really good player. But he's just not getting time because he's behind a a crazy athlete. And they're feeding him now. They're letting him cook now. See, Jensen Mads is also a player that can take over a game, I'd say, because he's just lefty, super physical, super lanky. He used to be a setter too, which is the fun part. But then he's forced to play defense, you know? So it happens. On a physicality spectrum, he can take over a game, but maybe not defense. Big fan of him though. He's a really cool guy. All right, thanks for watching, guys.